What in the fuck was that? Fun fact, this game allows intro skip. I could technically play off of, like, a file that is at the very beginning and has watched this cutscene. It just feels very pointless. Thank you for the luck, comics. I'm into a night where I feel slightly more annoyed than normal. Does he have reason to go to sleep? Oh yeah, actually, if you're still looking for a mod to ban, there's Phantom. They're an option now. Good luck with your first day of your new job, comics. It's fucking hype. Lurking while you sleep. Sleep well, comics. Tomorrow will be a fantastic day. Your new job, I'm sure of it. I don't even know what I would get as a Ditto plush. Because I already have the Jolteon. I guess I would do, like, a Ditto Cubone if that exists, but I don't know what that would even look like. It does not exist, I see. Imagine a Ditto. Is there just a Ditto? Going to Pokemon Center. Ditto. There is a Comfy Friends 15-inch Ditto. There is a Jolly Natured Ditto. There is a Pokemon Friends Ditto. There's a Ditto Keychain. Build-A-Bear has a Cubone with a poncho right now. Oh, can something else penetrate the banana, Chew? You wrought the question, you must answer it. You may also defer the question to Squee, who has also just shown up. Thank you for the Gluckers, Squee. Oh, the Cubone with the poncho. See, that would require me to go to a Build-A-Bear. I've been to a Build-A-Bear once in my life. Online exclusive, you can order them online. Online exclusive would mean you have to. Cubone with a poncho. Yo, Frank. Thank you for the luck. We're looking at a Cubone with a poncho. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing fucking fantastic. Hopefully everything's going well for you, dude. Yeah, as a poncho. This is what we're talking about. Fuck yeah, dude. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, it's about that season for the allergies. As someone that has allergies in the spring, the summer, and the fall, and then it's cold in the winter, I kind of just deal with that shit all year round, but it is time for the seasonal allergies to start.
Yeah. Oh.
We'll tell the trees to get a room. Oh yeah. South Carolina's probably not much better than Florida in that regard. But if they like to fuck outside, okay, but you need to, like, do it somewhere that you're not gonna be seen, you know? It's like the #1 rule of fucking outside is you find a place that no one will see you. Yeah, it's also the time of year for the, like, 70-degree midday into, like, 20-degree nighttime. Yeah, like a Wendy's restroom. Yeah. That guy on my TikTok For You page with his tree. What? No, I don't know what the fuck you mean, Squee. Although Chu is right, it is private in a Wendy's restroom. You can fuck it. The employees may not be happy with you, but you can do it. No, if you're clean enough, then the restroom will be cleaner than it was when you went in. Guy on TikTok who keeps making jokes about being intimate with this tree, starting to think he's serious. I'm gonna go this way. I got a cookie. Is it an emotional sport cookie? Yeah, I feel better now. Sienna's purple with envy, I guess. You don't know that, Hypist. You're going to have to take this one on faith. However, if the run dies, you can just assume that I was actually an echo. Are you envious of? I don't know, the cookie? Maybe you wanted one? Yeah, the real Glovers would never have a run die, exactly. It was a Milano, Sienna. I tend to get Milanos when I go to the store. They're not too expensive where I'm at, and I like to get something as, like, a dessert or snack or whatever you want to call it. And they're, like, small enough that I grab one and I don't feel too bad about it. But I didn't, like, last week, so I guess you guys wouldn't have seen me. Well, I guess I didn't stream last week either, but I didn't last week, so I kind of was, like, craving one a little bit. Yeah, a little sweet treat.
Oh, cool. Ah.
Yeah, they are name brand. Well, okay, so I'm like a snob about cookies. I do not like the off-brand cookie. I mean, this run's not dead yet. Got some chocolate chip muffins as a sweet treat. I haven't had a muffin in a while. Although I eat muffins in probably the messiest way possible. Maple pancake mochi. Ooh, we were talking about mochi the other day. I've had mochi in, like, I've had a muffin. When I say I haven't had a muffin in a while, I mean, like, I haven't had a muffin in, like, a few months. Where I had, like, a dinner muffin. I haven't had mochi in, like, a decade. How do I eat muffins? What is boofing? If boofing is what I think it is, yes.
Yeah.
Boofing is up the butt. No. Why am I gonna regret that, Squee?
Yeah.
Google boofing, safe search off, okay? These are just, okay, even with safe search off, all I'm getting are, like, stock images of people protecting their butts. How to safely boof a muffin. I see. Will I regret clicking on this clip whenever I have a second? That's a good clip, Squee. The, like, pause is great. We're drift compatible on comedic timing. True. I, like, copied that clip to share it somewhere, and then I kind of realized I don't have anywhere that I want to share that clip. Maybe I should get a TikTok so I can post shit like that. No, I mean that I lack a method by which, like, people can see that level of content. There's no, like, avenue for me to deliver that sort of thing, you know? Blue sky it right now. Squee, I'm gonna be so for real, I don't think that's speedrunning content. I think that's boofing content. That was early as fuck. Fuck your crops. Can you not tell people you make boofing content? May I ask why? False advertising, now I'm pissed. Shit. She's gonna sue me. Boof stream, boof stream, boof stream. If you knew you were gonna die and did a last stream, would you end it by getting banned? That's a really good point. Or a really good question, not point. Because, like, my immediate answer is no. Right? My immediate answer is no, because I feel like anything that gets you banned is undesirable to someone, and I don't like the concept of people looking at me in a negative light as the last thing they know about me. Now that said, it's also fucking hilarious, so if I could figure out, like, a dumb way to get banned that doesn't paint me in a negative light, yeah. Make sure your fam can get that payout. I think life insurance handles that, doesn't it? You could just show whole on stream. I feel like some people would have a pretty negative view of me if the last thing that I did before I died was show hole. Granted, there are also others who would be very pleased that the last thing that I did was show hole. Why do we care about what close-minded people think? Never mind, Frank would respect it. Show and hole. Yeah, only if I'm going to die. This is not something I'm doing right now. Do we have a mod to quote that? I really like that statement. That's like a prime, someone pulls a quote and goes, "What the fuck was happening?" statement. I love that. Which statement? The one about squeeze. Squeeze. Cat Cantaloupes is good too. Cat Cantaloupes is very good. Don't get me wrong. But alright, the pact has been sealed. If I find out that I am dying of, like, a terminal illness that I cannot be saved from, the last thing that I do with my Twitch account will be showing hole. I can promise you this. Flip it and ship it. Look, that is still significantly faster than it happening in the other phase. Anyways, on a different topic other than showing hole. Oh, never mind, hold on. There's a copy pasta.
Saw Glubbers at a grocery store in Seattle yesterday. I told him how cool it was I wanted to meet him in person. I didn't want to be a douche and bother him and ask for photos or anything.
He said, "Oh, like you're doing right now?"
taken aback, and all I could say was, huh? He kept cutting me off and going, huh? 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 Closing his hand. Right in front of my face.
You were enjoying talking about showing hole. Alright, at Sienna's behest, we will continue talking about showing hole. You know how people shave their heads in solidarity? You would not show hole in solidarity. Would anyone here show hole in solidarity? What's up, Junie? What'd you miss? It's the time of the night where we stop caring about most things, I guess. Welcome back, Rose. No, because unlike you and your terminal illness, you'd have to live with the consequences. So, Sienna, under the theoretical, where I have a terminal illness, and you also have a terminal illness, would you show hole in solidarity if I was dying before you and showed hole? You know what? Fair enough. At least I have my boy Brandino showing hole with me. Thank you, Rose, for joining us in showing hole. Alright, that's not a super great time. It's like 10 seconds off of what I would call a good Southern. But that is way better than what I've been doing the past few days. Like, by a long shot. Hell yeah, call it the homie hole. I've been having a pretty good day, Junie. Nice and relaxing Sunday. You can't guarantee that you would show hole. Is there any way that we could convince you to maybe show hole, Junie? Is there anything that we could do to, like, sway your mind? Yeah, the homie hole. Now, of course, this is still under the pretense of I have a terminal illness and am going to pass away from this terminal illness, so I show hole as my final act. And would you show hole in solidarity with me? That is what we're trying to convince people of right now. Convincing to show hole is unethical. That is true. That is just a true statement. I will always be okay with a 29:37. That's not true. If this were, actually, what is my any percent Southern time? I feel like it might be like a 29:35. So maybe I would be fine with a 29:37 even currently. But if I've been like 11 seconds faster than this, then I would ideally have a Southern that is, seconds faster or something. Amen, Sandy. Enjoy your ibuprofen and Tylenol. Remember to drink fluids. The bed looks so broken in this game. It is a useful tool, as it is in real life. I didn't kidnap that spider. I drowned that spider. Just because I took it like 50 feet away to do so isn't kidnapping. I think it's still just murder. Hello, Tumbleweed. You kidnapped and murdered. Well, it was only taken away, like, 50 feet. Is it really murder? Is it really kidnapping to take someone 50 feet away? Really murder if you took 50 feet away from where they were? It's only illegal if you get caught. Also a spider, I don't think it's illegal to kill spiders. Or kidnap them, I guess. It is unethical to kidnap a spider. Well, now the spider's husk is mine to do with what I please. Look at it go. And here's the flute, please. We're gonna continue doing this because I feel like the rest of this is kind of stupid. It may be, like, worth it to go, like... Really, guys? Okay. Oh. Okay. Why is that spawning like that? I need to go up this ledge. Come on. Where did you come from? Go in the lava. Stop doing that. He only tells, like, a few people that it's her. It's okay. That is the most Brandino statement I've ever read. No, I don't want to say no to you. I really want to play the Acorn game. Let me play the Acorn game, please. Oh, fuck yes, the Acorn game. Alright, I'm done playing the Acorn game. I would get high after. I mean, theoretically, the time to experiment with that would have been while you were unemployed, you know? What does playing and then not playing the Acorn game accomplish? So, when I do the thing where I do the sequence break, where I escape the whole follow Minister left thing that I did, like, right after Southern Ruins, the next thing that I do is, or the state of the overworld is in a minigame state, and by starting and stopping another minigame, it takes me, like, properly out of that state. You miss Grampy. I didn't meet Grampy until after the wedding. Hell yeah, you are. But Grample's a cool dude. Null was playing dolls with them or something, I don't know. Oh god, that's really bad. That's an annoying mistake to have made. Realize I said really bad when it's not really bad, it's just, like, annoying. The Donkey Kong game in that is not a Switch era game, it's a Switch 2 game. Close enough. It's like saying a Wii game is close enough to a GameCube game. Or a Wii U game is close enough to a Wii game. Or a SNES game is close enough to an NES game. Or a PS5 game is... That one's true. That one's just true. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition and Bonanza came out in the same year. That's a Wii U game. Not the Definitive Edition, but, like, that is just a Wii U game. Charlie XCX Definitive Edition, yes. Well, in the new chapter in Definitive Edition, there's a villain named Void. 8. I have never played a Xenoblade game. I played a little bit of X on Wii U. But never got remotely close to finishing it. You should, they're good. I don't have a spare 400 hours. I'm sorry. I don't even play games in handheld mode, though. This is also a really long cutscene.
Yeah.
Long cutscenes make me want to go get another cookie, which means that they're, recommending me, or incentivizing me to have bad nutrition, poor nutrition, and that makes them bad for my health. Therefore, long cutscenes are bad for my health. Allow all cutscene skips. So do standing desks, Sandy. And while I don't have a standing desk, this desk is made of wood. I do have standing desks at my job. I also just stand a lot at my job. I play Xenoblade, I'll run out of cookies very quickly. Why? Is this because of the cutscenes? Yeah, but if I'm playing a game casually, I will probably watch the cutscenes, even if you can skip them. Yeah, menu storage is just a dumb trick. It is literally impossible to be consistent at. That is not copium, by the way. It is a trick where the frame count of the trick is smaller than the frame variance that lag induces. Frame Ds. True. Brandino making a fantastic point. I feel like I'm probably doing decently compared to my PB currently. I don't know if I'm ahead of it, though. I keep forgetting that it destroys the pot. Nah. Awkward. What? Slow. Ignachad. Hell yeah. We love the Ignachad. Still made that work. That worked too. It's scuffed as fuck. I am not Sandy, should I be? An invention, Zelda. Barbecue mahjong. Well, I fucking hate mahjong, so... I literally just said yes to that. That was weird. How did that... I'm surprised that happened. I think that means that I don't skip the volley. It should be like... Okay. Like a 7-4 kill. Fair enough, Zelly. How is this compared to my PB currently? Oh, I'm ahead of PB. Yeah. I'm ahead of PB, and I think I stand to save time here. Neat. Made some cookies. Do I want? Fuck yeah, I do. What kind of cookies? Okay, maybe I don't save time over my PB. Yeah, I lost a few seconds. It'll cost me 30. Pillsbury S'more. Wait, that sounds fucking fantastic. Absolutely hand them over. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You know? Yeah, gimme, 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 oh whoa. Then. No, it's gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. I'm not familiar with the lyrics. I exclusively listen to music that doesn't have lyrics that say the word gimme. It's ABBA. Is it really ABBA? Also, I thought ABBA had 2 B's in it. It does. Oh. Fair enough. It's ABBA? Whoa! This changes everything. What ABBA song is it? I will listen to it right now. They place a bed down in-game so you can sleep on it. Oh wait, that's the actual name. I might have heard this song. There's like a non-zero. My dad loves ABBA. Will I set down a bed so you can sleep on it? Sure. Wait for me to set down a bed. I actually don't know when the next time I set down a bed is. It's within the next, like, 40 minutes, okay? Okay. Book your flights? Hell yeah. This is awkward. I figured it out. Oh shit, cats. It's hype. What time are you arriving? I gotta wait a while for, booking my flights. If I remember right, I land at, like, probably about that, actually. This does just sound like ABBA. There is a non-zero chance I've heard this song before. Oh, trust me, I'm aware. I'm aware of Handwave. I am, unfortunately, waiting until I can reasonably do it. Sunday through Saturday? Fuck yeah. I could take a 4-day train, this is true. I feel like that would also be expensive. I think it would hurt to lick the hot glass. How hot are we talking? We're talking like molten. The answer is yes, I'm just curious. Like molten glass? Yes. Do we have any healthcare workers to actually give, like, a professional answer on this? Or any glass blowers? Dude, press the button. You know what? It's better than dying. I can't say that I'm the happiest about that. I'm very nettled about that, actually. Nettled is a great word. And it accurately describes my current state of being. Irked is also a good one. I am irked about that, actually. I feel like irked is a slightly stronger thing than being nettled. Like, it is nettling that the piece was there. It is irksome that the cycle was missed. I'm saying? You're miffed. It's a rather sad thing that the present tense of miffed is just also miffed. And the future tense. Miffed would be a better word if it were, like, you know, varied in that respect, in my mind. You like it for that? You know what? Fair enough. To each their own. There it is. Yeah. That... Huh? I'm... What? That's why I hate this dungeon. It just deals random damage in places. Look, the RNG was different, so it wasn't blocking my way. Get out of here. Or die. Dude. I hate fire keys so much. Keys in this game are just so fucking annoying in sections. You know, fair enough, Frank. Keys in Wind Waker are cute. That's a take, I guess. I feel like geese are just consistently an annoying enemy. Like, I feel like I can think of an area in every Zelda game that I run that the thing that annoys me is geese. don't know why that only sometimes does that. Why is Volvagia alive? That's a great question. Because this is just literally Volvagia. As in, like, the name of the boss is also just Volvagia. Someone get a lore, like a timeline inspector on this one. Volvagia is alive and has a necklace. Why have you called Morpha Eric multiple times now? What is the joke here? It feels like you're just, like, asking for me to ask that question. But, you know what, I'll bite. Like that Focus M meme, but for OOT, I see. Morpha is just Eric. Okay. I should watch it. Noted. Wait, I'm seeing Hex's Sweet Treat. Holy shit. Let's go Hex. Exactly, cats. Same. Also, literally any death is such a fucking time loss. Is this the only Zelda game that there aren't heart pieces in dungeons? Yeah, that tracks.
Ooh. Ah.
Cats, are you still waiting for me to put down a bed?
Oh.
'Cause I apologize, but I'm in a cutscene right now.
Oh.
Alright, you've got let's see here. Yeah, it'll be within the next 30 minutes. I'll set down a bed, okay? Do I drink alcohol? Cats, I've been in a room with you drunk off my ass. Fair enough. Yeah, but you just kept drinking water, Frank. I respect the fuck out of that. Cats was high off her ass. And gave tree nuts to now I'm forgetting who was allergic to tree nuts. Ah, come on. Lay, it was Lay. Let's see what else happened. I thought that Cats and Sienna were the same person. Because one, I was gone. And two, in my defense, the reason I thought that you guys were the same person wasn't because I thought you guys looked alike. It was because I went, wait, I thought that the girl sitting in that chair looked different than that. Because she was sitting in the same chair as Sienna at, like, different times. That is what happened. Like, I saw that, and I, like, looked around, and I couldn't find the other one. So I was like, that must be the same person. Oh, thank God you had brown hair. I didn't know that detail. What kind of Canada treats exist? Yes, game, I would like to target the thing of the piles over there.
I don't know what any of those things are except for Smarties, and I know that you have different Smarties. Sienna loves Big Turk. Big Turk sounds like a person. Oh god. I do like chocolate. Big chocolate fan. What's in the chocolate bar? Are there tree nuts? Turkish Delight covered in chocolate. That actually sounds really good. Yeah, I know what Turkish Delight is. You know what? Fair enough. I don't know if that came through the mic. Someone's having a good time. I wonder what the likelihood that we get this shirt is. That was actually a pretty fine Gerudo. I know what lost me the time that I lost. And I even saved time over PB. Now, can I play within a minute of Sum of Best for an hour?
Mm.
Hell yeah, you can. I don't think it's unreasonable for me to PB if I were to stick at the category for a while. I just don't know that I'm going to stick at the category for a while. So the way that it'll probably go is that the reason that I'm submitting, or that I'm doing this at PAX, is, one, because I want to, and two, because it's something that I want to submit for SGDQ. So if what I'm submitting for, what I'm doing at PAX gets into SGDQ, I'll be doing this category more, along with Breath of the Wild, and I will likely PB in both. That's bullshit that just happened. Okay, go this way. Which I can see being, like, a direction that things go for the next few months. Not that I'm saying it's, like, likely that I get this into SGDQ. It's just not impossible by any means. It's a pretty solid submission in my mind. I likely will submit Minish Cap, but I don't actually have too much faith in Minish Cap getting in this time. Partially because TGH is probably submitting it. And if it gets in, it would probably go to him. Because he's significantly better at it than I am. For reference, Tej has record in Minish Cap, if you don't know. And I'm, like, 20th? I don't actually know where my PB sits. I need to submit a few PBs. Not that that's, like, the only thing that GDQ looks at. That's actually, like, very untrue that that's the only thing GDQ looks at. But, like, Tej is also just a performer like I am. It would make a lot of sense to go with him. Oh, did you, Mystic? Were you the king of comedy?
Okay, but that's a pretty good bit. Like, that's a really good bit. Like, it's very clean. Are you getting over your sore throat well, by the way? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I need to not select the wrong work point here. How are you alive? I've really got to figure out a way to do that better. Ow. But yeah, I'll probably be submitting this just normally. The thing that I'm submitting for PAX, finish cap. I don't really know what else. I have some pretty, like... I have, like, a weak quantity of submissions, but I feel like the quality of, at least, the thing that I'm doing at PAX will be a very strong contender. That's my current outlook on things. Also, I'm glad that you're feeling a bit better today, Mystic. Use you. Yeah, you got a lot going on, dude. Getting sick would be mighty unfortunate. that really the fastest way to kill the Gomeling? I wonder if that's the fastest way to kill the Gomeling, because the Gomeling is, like... the main annoyance in that room. Which sounds weird, considering the other thing is a whiz rogue and deals a fuck ton of damage. That was much better. I still think that Big Turk sounds like a football player. And by that I mean, like, it's one of the nicknames you give to, like, a high school football player because you can't think of anything better. So it's like, yeah, this is the quarterback, Big Turk. Scrubs-esque football player. Yes, true. Alright, cats, you ready? We even get 2 beds. I'm surprised that didn't connect. Farron's life story. $830 something kill. Alright, Mystic, I'm gonna watch these clips now, or this clip now.
So this is the card, and it is a sloth with some googly eyes on the front, and it says, "Have a fun-tastic birthday," with exclamation point. And then inside of the card, when you open it, says, "With lots of love," which is completely unrelated to the sloth that was on the front of the card.
Mystic, why are you fucking hilarious? And by why are you fucking hilarious, I mean stay fucking hilarious, dude. My only notes... I wish that I could say no notes. My only notes are that I wish you had spoken a little bit slower to sell it a bit more. You know, with like an okay, And so here we have, you know, like that sort of thing. But I respect the attempt, and it was a very solid attempt. If you were being graded by me, I would have to deduct some points. You are still getting an A. Absolutely. The enunciation is everything. I also think enunciate has an E, but whatever. Guys, I'm gonna go get another cookie. Fuck ice. I'm gonna go get a cookie. I'm back. It's true. How are you doing, Cat Cantaloupe? Fuck ice. Minato, how's your night going? Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to our really long cutscene. My night's been, like, alright. Well, that was a gold. Alright. What? My night's going pretty well. Stream's been kind of a vibe. Runs have been kind of mean until, like, this one so far. I'm at my PB. Why am I ahead of my... Linearu still needs to go well, and so does the endgame. It's not guaranteed to be anything, but, this is a very positive thing for derusting within just a few days. How many dungeons are in this game? 9? Southern, Gerudo, Jabul, Hyrule, 8. It's 8. This game's fan-fucking-tastic, dude. Like, the biggest gripe that I have with this game is how much of the, how much of it feels like padding, right? Like, getting between the dungeons and stuff, between story points, feels very slow. In terms of a speedrun, because we wrong warp into dungeons, you just throw that out the fucking window. I love that. Exactly.
This is gonna mess up my equips because of the fact that that just swapped me to the Wizrobe at the end, but that's fine. You... That was a decent bit of time loss, actually. That's surprising. Yeah, unfortunately, like, one of the knocks of this, category is that we do deal with the most annoying boss, which is the midway boss of this dungeon. So, like, not all of the boring stuff is turned to nothing. Not really a boring boss either, it's just annoying and very lethal. Second attempt, Minato. Their first attempt was not. Their first attempt was Triforce Heroes. Fuck you, Ice Keys. I forget it's a Grezzo game. Alright. If I want this to be a PB, I need to not make a mistake in literally every room. That said, I don't need this to be a PB. I can be happy with getting, like, a solid run. Oh wait, I was already on that. Good save, Minato. Good save. It's definitely the better attempt of the, making... That was interesting. I literally couldn't grab the ledge. Yo, Minikati, thank you for the gulp. How are you doing? Alright, what's my health look like?
That's perfectly fine. That's what I need. That is interesting. That is my own fault, but that is interesting. Fast as shit. That was actually fast as shit. Taking the chat, go. Okay. High fiber diets. You got robbed? I'll be able to get you here in a little bit. It's gonna be a minute, though. Did that fix it? Cool. Sometimes I have to do more than just run it again. I don't know why I pinned that, but sure. I was tabbing back to chat so it was back focused, and it pinned that. It, like, double-clicked. Enjoy being pinned. Alright, now is not the time for Scorchill to fuck me. I technically have enough health to not worry. Like, barely. Enjoy pinning yourself under your blanket. Thank you for stopping in, Mondo. Get a wonderful night's rest. Hopefully we catch you around. Hope you have a good day. Okay, Scorcher didn't fuck me. 1147 kill. I don't actually know what that translates to. But I don't think that this is a 3-minute cutscene. I don't think it is. So I think that's a goal. Which would be wild. Because this was a run that lost a minute in Elden to dying. Yo, Manicotti, thank you for streaking. Hope everything's going well for you. It's definitely a longer cutscene than, like, it looks like. Yeah, this is a fat gold. It's like a 2.5-minute cutscene, is what it is. Holy fuck. That's a fat gold. Alright, there's still a run left. It does help when trying to play within a minute of sum of best to then gold down by 40 seconds. 36 seconds, whatever. Technically, record is possible. Record's a 2:20.07 or something.
So I'm going to be quite a bit quieter, because I'm focus mode. I believe. Actually really good. Louis Blaster. Good. That was actually really good. Specifically. Okay. Fine. Sub 4 kill. I don't know what that actually means. If it means anything. Okay. Is that a gold? That is. Alright. Another gold. iPog indeed.
Fine enough. Okay. No, I was barely early. I got off cycle, so I was trying to, like, compensate. Oh, wait. Link. Get up there. Alright, I'm definitely losing time on this segment. Don't really know how much. I don't think record's possible anymore, which is fine. Definitely annoying, though. Into the anus. Okay. 40. Okay. Okay. Where's my Ignachad? Good shit, Link. Link, get over here. I said good shit too soon. Alright. Don't grab Link. That was annoying. Okay. Yeah, that makes this good. Maybe? Right, bad null. Bad PV. Okay. And barely a 220. That's a PB. Let's fucking go. For reference, I was comparing the latest for a while. This was comparison to PB. Let's fucking go. Alright, I can't be upset. I know that when I started this run, I was, like, very on even starting another run, but let's fucking go. Still second place. Record is... Let me remind myself of what record is. It is a 220. I know that. Record is 220.03. Record's 220.03. So, yeah, I lost time. I lost over a minute in the final boss, like final dungeon. I also lost a minute dying in Elden. And I lost 30 seconds in Hyrule. There were a lot of places that this could have been better. But hell yeah. Let's fucking go. That said, I'm happy with this. Let's do, like, social media screenshot bullshit. So, smile for social media. Everybody get your fucking posts in the chat room if you want it to be on this social media post. If you don't, then don't say anything. Make sure you get my good side. You got it, Cat Cantaloupe. Alright. That is going to be it from me for tonight. I'm gonna end the local